I'm just gonna eat this chocolate because it's not payday yet. Waiting on the payday. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you all about payment questions. So if you are just starting out at Gogokid, or maybe you've been here for a while and you have a question about pay, then this is the video for you. A quick caveat about that is this video is being made in April of 2019. So I will do my best to update anything underneath this video, but as always, Freshdesk is the place you want to go for any official questions that you might have. You can send a ticket over there and they will get back to you. If you are looking for a specific answer to a question, check down below and I am going to put timestamps for each of the questions that I'm covering so you can just fast forward to the question that you might have. So let's get started. So question number one that you get all the time is, when do I get paid? So the Gogokid payday is on the 15th of the month. Now keep in mind that when we get paid on the 15th of the month, that is going to cover the previous month's classes. So on April 15th, we are going to be paid from any class from March 1st to March 31st, Beijing time. So if you taught a class on March 31st in the evening here in America, that is not going to be on your pay for March. That will be at April 1st Beijing time. So do keep in mind the Beijing time here, but you're going to get paid for the previous month. So if you are trying to calculate your classes from April 1st to April 14th into that pay on the 15th, that is not how it works. So April 15th, you will get paid for the previous month, for March. Any classes in March Beijing time will be on that pay. Next question is, how do I get paid? So at Gogokid, there are two ways that you can receive your pay. You can choose PayPal or you can choose a bank deposit. The bank deposit is going to be an international wire transfer. So do keep in mind that your bank or your intermediary bank may charge you a fee for that. Gogokid will reimburse you a small amount to cover those fees that you might incur with the transfer. PayPal is the preferred method of payment. If you choose PayPal, right on your portal, you can put in your PayPal information and the pay will come directly to PayPal. There are no PayPal fees. Let me repeat, there are no PayPal fees. Nothing is going to be taken out from PayPal. What you will have a fee for is if you want to transfer your money from PayPal to a bank debit card or an instant transfer, then PayPal does charge you for that. However, if you just do a regular transfer from PayPal to your bank account, there are no fees and there are no incoming fees. Gogokid takes care of all of those fees on their end. So you will not have a fee if you use PayPal. Now, PayPal is the preferred method because it's much easier for them to track the money and see what happened to it if there is a problem. Our next question is, why didn't I get paid yet? Let's talk about this. So, Gogokid is going to make the payment on the 15th. Now, if you are choosing to do a bank transfer, you may have to wait up to 5 days for that to make it into your account. PayPal usually comes that day or the next day after they make the transfer. The other thing that most people don't realize is that you have to have a $50 minimum in order for Gogokid to make the transfer. So if you did not make $50 in the previous month, you will not get paid this time. Your money will be rolled over into the following month until you reach that $50 minimum for them to pay out. Another issue that people often run into is they forget what I mentioned earlier, that pay only runs from the previous month. So from the 1st to whatever the last day of the month is in Beijing time is what you're going to get paid for. So April 15th, you'll get paid from March 1st to March 31st, anything that was in a Beijing time during that month. It will not include anything from April 1st to April 14th. So check your calculations. Make sure you're not including any of those classes that may have happened on the evening of March 31st here in America, because that's actually the 1st over in Beijing. You also want to double check that your payment information has been submitted correctly to Gogokid. Make sure that you have the correct PayPal information if you're using PayPal, or you provided the correct bank information if you're using a bank. Sometimes this is the problem. Gogokid has tried to submit it and it's getting rejected because it's incorrect information or doesn't have all the information that your bank or PayPal needs. If you need to make any changes to your PayPal or your bank information, that needs to be done prior to the end of the month. So if you go in and change your pay information on the 14th, it's not going to be ready for that 15th payout. So you want to make sure that any changes you need to make happen in that month. So in the month of March, you want to make sure your bank information, your PayPal information is correct by the end of March. Now, sometimes Gogokid will make the payment and it will be rejected. So they have to wait until it comes back to them so that they can try again. Some of the reasons it might get rejected are from your intermediary bank. Maybe PayPal China or PayPal US rejected it for a variety of different reasons. So you will have to wait until it comes back to Gogokid so that you can figure out what went wrong. I highly suggest you contact PayPal or contact your bank if Gogokid lets you know that it was rejected so you can figure out why and fix any errors that may have been involved. Most banks in the US are going to use an intermediary bank to actually transfer the money from China to you. So even if you call your bank and they say there's not a problem, that doesn't mean there wasn't an issue with the intermediary bank. So make sure you know who your intermediary bank is as well so that you can possibly contact them to find out where the problem was. If there was any problems with Gogokid's first attempt to make payment to you for the month, or if there was any errors that need to be corrected, Gogokid will attempt to make another payment on the secondary pay date. If you didn't receive payment, you want to make sure that you send a ticket to Gogokid, give them as much detail as possible so that they can figure out what happened. You may also receive an information from Gogokid if they get a rejection so that you can fix it before the secondary pay date. If you got paid, but you think that there's something wrong with your payment, the first thing you want to do is double check your breakdown. Now, as I mentioned, I'm making this video in April of 2019. April 1st, moving forward, we have an actual pay tab in our portal. However, for March, you are still going to get an email breakdown of your pay. So if you think that your payment is wrong, you want to double check either that email breakdown or the payment tab in your portal to make sure that everything is listed correctly there. If you find an error, please submit a ticket as soon as possible so that Gogokid can look into it and let you know what's going on. Don't worry, if there is an error, it will be corrected on that secondary payment date. So let's talk about a couple of the categories that people often get a little bit confused about when it comes to pay. First category that is important to make sure you understand is your credit score. You have the possibility of earning 10% or 25% in addition to your base pay for your classes if you've reached a certain credit score. Please remember that your credit score incentive is based off of your score on the last day of the previous month. So, for my March classes, whatever my score was on the last day of February is going to determine what I get paid for my March classes. So if I was at 110 points at the end of February, then all of March, I'm going to get 110% of my base pay. If I was at 120 points at the end of February, then all of March, I am going to be paid at 125% of my base pay. If I reach 110 or 120 by the end of March, it's not going to affect my March payment. It will go into effect in April. So make sure that you are calculating your amounts by using that previous month's data. You can easily find your credit score from the previous month and the current month in your portal. Head on over to that credit score tab and check it out to make sure that you're calculating your pay correctly. If you're expecting any type of bonus money or contest money in the month, make sure that the contest or the bonus period has completely ended within the month that you're expecting the payment. For example, if there was a contest in March that ran from March 1st to March 15th and you won, you could expect that in your March payment that comes April 15th. However, if there was a contest that ran from March 15th to April 15th, you will not get that with your March payment. You'll have to wait till the contest or the bonus period has completely ended, and then it will be in that payment date. If you are expecting referral bonuses from referring a teacher to Gogokid, please note that the teacher must have completed their first class as scheduled in that month. So if I have a teacher that completes their first class on March 29th, I am good to go. That is going to be in my March payment that comes on April 15th. However, if the teacher signed their contract in March but didn't teach until April 2nd, it will not be with my March payment. I will have to wait for my April payment that will come the following month. Milestone bonuses are given out every 3 months. So every 3 months you should expect your milestone bonus on your pay. These are unique to the individual teacher and it depends on your starting date. So every 3 months, you'll have that milestone bonus on your paycheck. It will include any teachers that were referred and taught their first class as scheduled within those 3 months. Keep in mind you get 3 full months for your milestone bonus. So if you started in January, you actually get whatever time you have in January and 3 full months, February, March, April. You will get your milestone bonus with your April pay that would come May 15th. Make sure that you check the milestone chart so that you are aware of exactly what that milestone bonus is going to be on your check. Any trials that you may have converted during the month will be listed on your portal or sent in your email breakdown. $10 for each of those conversions. If you think you may have converted a trial student that's not showing up on your portal, please check with Gogokid by sending a ticket on Freshdesk. You may notice that some classes that were taught as scheduled have a lower payment amount. This often happens when you forgot to submit feedback or you submitted feedback late. Keep in mind that there is a reduction in the amount that you receive based on when you submit feedback. It's really important to submit your feedback within 12 hours so that you get full pay for that class. I hope this video was helpful and I hope it might have answered some of the questions you have as you're looking at your pay. Remember, if you have any questions about your pay, submit a ticket to Gogokid on Freshdesk so that they can look into it. If any errors are found, they'll make that payment to you on the secondary pay date. Do not worry. Keep in mind that also there are a lot of tickets that go into Freshdesk around payday. It may take the payment team a little while to sort through your tickets and get an answer to you, but do not worry, they are working on it. Please don't rush to send a ticket before you've thoroughly investigated the issue so that they aren't bogged down with tickets that aren't really necessary. Hopefully this video answers some questions for you. Hopefully that money tree is making its way over to you pretty soon. If you have not yet already subscribed to my channel, go on down there and push that subscribe button now. It may not mean a lot to you, but it does mean a lot to me and my kids. I appreciate you joining me once again for another video, and I hope to see you soon. Good luck teaching, everyone. This is about all I have left after I pay the bills.